Oh, she will.
My mom read my book.
Yeah, what'd she think?
She likes it.
It's awesome.
She was like...
And your mom's one of those honest moms.
Yeah. She'd be like, well, it's a little sciencey.
It's a little too, I don't know.
You know, she's like, oh, I'm trying the no carbs at breakfast, and I'm a lot more satisfied. God, Phil.
You might need to just hang out with your finger there, like kind of like I did last week. Angle it down a little bit.
I'm not a millennial like you.
You're like 600 days older than me. Wow.
Yes.
Angle it down more.
So
there you go.
I'm new to cell phones. There you go. Yeah, Tony
right,
Robbins,
so
and
you were at Tony Robbins.
and so it's just like it's a stadium, 12,000 people, cheering, yelling, screaming. Then they do neuro-linguistic reprogramming.
Neuro-linguistic reprogramming. What the heck is that?
It is a way to generate more positive thoughts in your mind.
Okay.
So something happens, have a better reaction, but that's only the language component.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's the physiological component, which is like the jumping up and down, the screaming, all this stuff, and just being really excited and like feeling that. And then there's the, just concentrating, the focus. So it's like a triad that he has. And yeah, it's experiential. It's more experiential than you're hitting these yellows like a champion.
Yeah, buddy. I know.
It's just a trip. It's hard to describe what it is until you're there.
Okay. What was the reason that you sought this seminar out?
I don't know that I sought it out. A client offered it to me.
Okay, that's awesome.
He had a free, he gets a free guest to any event he attends. And it's, I don't know, it's not very cheap.
It was, no, it's not. So it was a
gift.
A chance to increase your hit points in life.
My attitude is, no matter what level you're operating on, do something to take yourself to the next level. And if you're ever feeling dull, or down, shock the system. It's the same thing as doing, like what we do with racing. Yeah. It's the same thing, but just in a kind of a little bit of a different avenue, and whatever you want to apply the information there to, you apply it. So for some people, they really want to revitalize their business. Mm-hmm. Other people, they want to get more in touch spiritually. Other people want to really focus on some, like a relationship they're in, whatever. And that's the cool part about it. Like anything you go there, actually, a lot of times the reason why you go there is not what you get.
Okay.
Like, not what you get out of it.
Can you give me an example?
So let's say, okay, so it's how do you remove the thing what is getting in your way of getting you the result that you say you want, and that you don't even know what that might be, and
so like maybe like subliminal
excuses. It could be subliminal. It could be, some deep trauma, whatever. There's all kinds of stuff that gets in the way of your desired outcome. So a good example, since this is going to be about obstacle racing stuff, your goal is to win a race.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to win a race. Maybe you have everything going for you physically, you have everything happening right, but there's something else that's getting in your way that is preventing you from actually rising up and being able to win. Yeah. Right? And then you uncover what that is and you get rid of it, you clear it out. So for me, my goal has always been to generate passive income. I want to generate passive income. So I went to a workshop before, and I'm like, oh cool, they're going to teach us how to do that. They don't talk about that.
So you got something different from a previous workshop that you thought you were signing up for.
Well, you don't know what you're signing up for. It's like personal development. What does that mean?
Yeah, right.
And so it's not a specific topic, the course.
Yeah,
right?
I understand.
And but what I realized at that course, the first one I did was a lot of stuff I don't want to talk about right now. This one I realized I was just bored.
Yeah.
I was bored. I needed a little, like a a jolt.
So Tony shocked your system.
Fucking Tony. That guy.
Shocked that system.
That guy is incredible.
Okay.
The amount of energy he has, the way he commands a room. You had 13,000. Say yes. Say hi. 13,000
Take
people.
off your pants.
Stand up.
What?
Up.
Where's my pants?
And then, so like, they'd say stand up and everybody cheering. And then the speaker would be talking, like sometimes it wasn't Tony. And they weren't used to it. And so everybody would still be standing. And be like, okay, you guys can sit down. And everybody's like, oh, okay, sit down. So if one person in the 13,000 is not standing, they'll be like, okay, I see you. Get up. And so now you start rising up and down, up and down, up and down. And you know, it's just this weird experience of like a concert.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's
right,
on
but they're
the same
directing
wavelength.
messages directly at you, and not creating this audio message that you're only hearing. It's an interactive experience.
Yeah, and that's what I like more about it than the other course I did, which is called Landmark. I like that too because it really helped my ability to listen.
Yeah. Landmark's powerful stuff.
Landmark is crazy, but they also are really intense about getting you to want to get other people to go. Which
they tried that shit on me.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I've been there, done that. Like, I'm here to support a friend, and you don't need to call me anymore.
And so I think it's more. Fire. There
it is. I'll move so you can see.
Got it.
Yeah, boys in red going to fight.
So yeah, it was a really cool experience, and I'm glad I did it.
Okay, cool. That was a 4-day experience for you.
4 days,
right?
yeah.
4 days, Thursday through Sunday?
Thursday through Sunday, like 13, 14 hours a day.
Man, that is a big energy output for you.
Fuck, yeah.
Did you take all your meals with you, or were you eating
a lot of bars.
A lot of bars?
A lot of bars.
A backpack full
I
of
had
bars?
a backpack full of bars. It was right next to a Whole Foods.
What did you do? What did you run or train before the event?
I did. Wow. I ran Thursday morning. I had
like
a
5:30.
46-minute. Yeah.
Nice.
Early 46-minute race. Run. Sorry.
Okay.
And then
why 46 minutes?
Because that's what's on my program.
Oh, gotcha.
With Ian.
Gotcha.
And my program got all jacked up. Like, it was just all over the place. I was really flustered by that.
What do you mean?
Like, basically Thursday through Sunday. I didn't know what you don't know what the schedule is going to be. They are trying to fuck with you in that thing. They tell you the schedule, then it's not the schedule.
Who? Ian?
UPW. You don't know what the schedule is going to be. They lie.
UPW.
Unleash the power within. What we were just talking about for 5 minutes.
Oh. Well, I mean, we started talking about your run coach.
I know,
I don't know.
So I didn't know what the
schedule
because I'm talking about the schedule of my program, which is influenced by or impacted by the schedule of.
They come in the middle of the night and they pick you up and they're like, "Time to start the seminar."
No, they're like, it's in San Jose. Whatever. It was disruptive, but I got them all in except for I switched them up. Long story short,
right.
I didn't do it completely, but I got as much as I could.
Got your bars, you got a bracelet, you're a changed man. Look at that. Look at that bracelet. Woo! Does it say the power within?
It says unleash.
Unleash the beast.
You'd like it, Phil.
I'm sure I would.
You would crush it.
I like life level ups like that.
Yeah.
Trademark obscorder.com.
Yeah.
Trademark Ricky Bobby.
This is.
I did. What did I do? Something like that. I went to a few seminars 2 weeks ago when I was in DC, but that was more business development, like strict. Like, this is how you grow your online brand. This is how you reach the people that you serve one-on-one on a deeper level than that you already do now. More specific, not like, hey, what are your innermost desires? What we're gonna really kind of carve out what the walls, the obstacles are to that, and then we're going to crush the shit out of them because we're going to teach you how to identify them and then break them down brick by brick. That sounds like more what you are experiencing this weekend.
Yeah, more like that. Yeah, it's less specific, definitely.
Yeah, well, it's specific to you. It starts out nebulous, and as you progress through the weekend, it becomes specific to Eli.
Probably for everybody in there.
To Philip,
I would say so.
To Sheila, to
I think so.
Rachel, to whoever else.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that stuff's really cool. The only thing is, if it's not coming from someone, a recommendation from someone that you absolutely trust as a confidant, or someone that you would have at your wedding, that might even be a little much because Eli, you showed up in jeans and a t-shirt to my wedding, but But those things can
I
be
had a hoodie.
So you had a hoodie. But those
casual.
things can be so hit or miss and or culty or like just drink the Kool-Aid. So like the ones that I took place in, took part in rather like 10 years ago. I did several levels, and it was something that my mother and my grandmother had done, and I found it extremely powerful. And I still find it powerful to this day. But that's like when you're at Tony's seminars, I can identify with what is
The guy.
The guy. It's just like
The guy.
This is like magic. Like this is weird.
Oh, so you did it?
Not Tony Robbins, but no, a program I went through called Avatar. It was like,
Oh, there's another Tony.
yeah. Well, it's not a Tony. It's kind of a thought system. I don't know.
But his name's Tony.
Tony Robbins' name is Tony. Yes.
So he did Avatar.
No. This is a similar caveat. It is like Tony Robbins, Avatar. While they might skew a little bit, they're very similar as far as discovery of self potential, and kind of self-assessing one's own worth. And I don't know, I keep coming back to the word potential, so I'll just say it again. But anyway, let's go climb.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Laters.
I'm eating.
Huh? You're not bleeding?
I said I'm eating.
Oh, you are eating. That's okay.
Is it going? Oh, it's going.
It's going. What do we do? Freak out. First, we put our seatbelts on for safety. And, you already had it on.
I did.
So how was your weekend, man? What'd you do? You did something crazy. You did something awesome. You found yourself, right?
I've been found.
You've been found. You've been lost, and you found.
Unleash the power within.
All right, tell me, what does that mean? You unleash the power within.
Dude, literally, it's crazy. It's a fucking crazy experience.
All right, what is it?
Oh, Unleash the Power Within is Tony Robbins from Shallow Hal.
Is he in Shallow Hal?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, he is. Should change that angle a little bit so it's not so much roof. I mean, this is a nice interior of my car versus Eli's Subaru, but...
Dude, my Subaru is awesome.
It is a badass Subaru. My mom drives the same car. I'm not even kidding.
Well, your mom is fucking awesome.
Brought to you by Pellegrino. I love the elliptical. Lovely, low impact. Great cross training for OCR.
Where's my Pellegrino? Yeah.
How's that wet shirt feeling?
Heavy?
Oh.
What's that Pellegrino?
Pure muscle.
Make your move.
Figure that one out. Did I do it last time?
Yes. And then it was like,
What did I do? Oh my god.
Oh God! All right, so we're
Oh,
back.
Phil, deep breaths. I'm gonna do my. Where's my breath reminder
Should we
thing?
do our breaths while we're driving?
I was doing it earlier. Do you want to hear it? It's simple. It's a one.
Wait, hang on. What are you doing now?
No. Oh, the power breath.
What's the power breath?
What? It's one. It's a 1-4-2 ratio.
Should I close my eyes while I do it?
Please don't.
Oh, okay.
But it's probably best done in that type of a setting.
Okay, so not right now. All right.
Inhale for 5 seconds. Hold for 20 seconds. Exhale for 10 seconds. You failed
Is there
already.
any
You
weed
lose.
involved in this? It seems like
And you gotta do 10 in a row.
I feel the power, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so no, seriously. Inhale 5, and then hold for 20, and exhale for how long?
10.
So you're flooding your bloodstream with metachlorians for that?
I have no idea what you're doing. What's a metachlorian?
It's a Star Wars thing. I was
Oh.
saying, metachlorians are the small organisms, the microscopic organisms that are within every life being.
Yes.
Every being, and the higher your metachlorian count, the more powerful. Everybody has metachlorians, but I mean in Star Wars,
Yeah.
like this is the Thetan level thing for Scientology. But the higher level your metachlorian count, the more like you hit, metachlorian level 100 and you're a Jedi. But you could be a terrible Jedi. You could be like, I'm like,
Oh, this is Star
I'm
Wars.
like, I'm Dirk Sklandu and I just died the first day of the academy. Or you could be like Luke Skywalker, like baddest of the bad, or Darth Vader. Their metachlorians are through the roof. So they're at like, it's like having a credit score. Like everybody gets a card, but you might not have a black card.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Exactly. So you're increasing your metachlorian count with 5 in, 20,
Yeah.
20 hold,
Yeah.
and then how long out?
10.
Oh, 10 out. So it's like a.
I think it's like this. And you try to do diaphragm.
And eyes open, right? Eyes closed.
Well, either. Like, let's say you were trying to get yourself. Let's say you weren't driving. Maybe you were in a quiet space.
Okay.
You would probably close your eyes.
Right.
But you could probably do it with a stopwatch. But I wouldn't close my eyes if I was driving.
No.
But I could do it with my eyes closed right now.
You could.
But I also couldn't talk and do it
That's
at the same
true.
time.
We don't want you to ever have to stop talking.
No, everybody hates
It would
that.
just be Phil going, like.
Have you ever been to
like-
Zorbas? Dude, I had the weirdest experience in Zorbas one time.
I have been to Zorbas, but in the East Bay, not over here.
We were in San Bruno. I was with my sister. We had
Sisters.
taken some.
Mushrooms.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. It's the first time I had done that.
Somebody it was like how you said that, like we took some, and it's not going to be like extra cell phone batteries with us.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
mushrooms.
So I was. I mean, it was when I first came here. I was like maybe 24. I hadn't done it since I was 18.
Yeah.
And we were out in like some weird area by like a barn, and I raced someone on a gravel road, and it's just like this cool experience. Anyways, we were like, oh, we need to eat some food. We stopped at Zorba's in San Bruno.
Yeah.
It was like, in Star Wars, that bar when they walk in, and it's like the weird.
Mos Eisley Cantina.
That one.
Yep.
It was like that in there.
Mos Eisley Cantina.
Everybody was super weird.
People were like,
and, we were yes.
yeah, we only know one song.
That's right. And we would like ask the person a question, and they'd just be like,
Yeah, the mushrooms.
Understand.
The mushrooms had nothing to do with
Nothing.
the fact that it thought. Yeah.
No, he was weird. He was a
Okay.
weird guy.
All right. Think this guy's Z71 is big enough? I like to take a wide stance when I drive down the street. All right, so we just finished our workout. It was getting. What do we do? If you're watching this, you probably just saw it, or you saw a teaser on the interweb. I did a 100-second hill sprint, 6% grade for at about between 8 and 9 miles per hour. I'm still working out the minutia of this watch. And
That new watch?
It's not, but when I'm doing treadmill work, it's
Those are useless on treadmills.
It's kind of like
This is better on a treadmill.
What do you got?
That stopwatch.
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. So 100 seconds up, up 6%. Nothing crazy, not a crazy incline, but I was going more for speed today. And then
Stride looked good, Phil.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And then the
you look like a freight train.
Chop. The pull-ups, 12 pull-ups, and then 10 kettlebell snatches on each side. 5 rounds for time, and my time was la 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 la.
So why are you doing that, Phil?
Never mind. This is a useless
Is this
piece of equipment.
Kind of prep for like stadium type workout?
Yeah, exactly.
Or just like a fun workout?
It's a fun workout.
Getting it going, just quick.
Because I've got 10 clients today, which is blah. I have a
low cognitive load for that workout. Go.
Didn't have too much to think about. Definitely didn't have a lot of numbers to follow, which is probably why I messed up timing, which something always goes wrong with me.
Nobody cares about your time. It's fine.
They don't.
It doesn't even matter.
It's just how much crushing is involved, and whether or not my shoes are slappy. Throwback to some of the earlier episodes if you've been listening for a while. Did 5 rounds of that, and it took me about 19 minutes, but did the trick. And yes, it is in preparation for my focus on stadium races. Hindsight, because I made it up about 20 minutes before we actually got there. I didn't want to think about it all day and have it just over my head. I'm more of a surprise. Here's your workout. Get out.
So
get
the
it
opposite
done.
of me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's good. It's a good call, by the way.
Because I got just lots and lots of other stuff going on, so it was just kind of like, surprise, deal with it, Phil. All right, dealt. One thing I would have changed is I would have had more level change because I was upright the whole time. I would have had maybe a
crawl.
a bear crawl to the pull-up bar.
That's a good idea. There you go.
The pull-up bar was, and then it would have been like a weird.
You're in a rock climbing gym. Doesn't
It's
matter.
true.
You can do
You're in a
whatever
rock-
you want. You
yeah.
could go in there in
You could go
jeans
in there,
and
I
no
could be
shirt.
a regular rock climber and just be weird and climbing jeans.
No, don't. There's probably a lot of rock climbers listening to this.
There are.
Careful,
No,
bro.
I didn't say anything.
Of the 15
Let-
people that will
let-
be watching this,
Let me
at
tell you
least 5
something.
are rock climbers.
Normal, my friends, is just a setting on the dishwasher. So weird is good.
That's true.
But rock climbers are weird.
That's
And
true
I
as
say
well.
that I say that with.
I would say they probably take pride in that.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. You walk in and people are like, "What's up, man? You here to climb rocks?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm here to climb." No, I'm here
It's
to
a
have a
weird
latte.
thing.
It's
the most obscure. It's such a. It's so pointless, but also so
It's
rewarding and
it's-
cool.
It's not pointless.
Bouldering.
It's in our DNA to climb things.
But like
It's
onto something and get to somewhere. Not
That's true.
Bouldering,
Well, no,
jump
we-
off, bouldering, jump off.
no, we-
I guess it's the same as like
Ooh, piece
bench
of candy.
pressing or something.
Ah! Yeah, exactly. The same thing as bench press. How many times are you going to do this? 100. Like, what is the net work that you will have done? Well, it starts at the same place and it ends at the same place. 0. Okay, cool. Good
Well,
job.
not if you're talking about energy transfer.
Not if you're talking about energy transfer, but if you're talking about like, hey there, Elijah, we're gonna unload this hay up into the barn onto the
You should
wagon.
get a pile of rocks. Like a pile of rocks, and so we could just like have one where we just like move one from one side to the other.
All right.
What are you gonna do over here?
Good call. Over where? Oh, this is my tap dance in space. Where I like to just clear off some space on Friday nights and just kind of grab my mirror here and I just. Woo! That's what I do there.
Good.
Anyway, so.
Is this the 8 Plus?
What's that? It's a 10, bro. It's a 10. I think that's probably enough from the obstacle order for now. All right, guys. Yeah, we got some cool new stuff coming up. We shall release the word on that when Eli and I talk about it and decide. So, obstacle order, out.